If you need any Xbox or PlayStation codes or anything gaming related, check the referral links down in the description. They'll take you to g2a.com. They already have a discount on most of their goods already, and with the code CHES at checkout, you can get yourself an extra 3% off as well.
Hey guys, how's it going? Chez back again and welcome to matchday number 4 of the online career mode here on FIFA 15. As you can see, the results from matchday 3 are on your screen right now. We picked up our first victory 4-1 against Pepsi FIFA. Today's opponent is TOMLFCHEAVEN. His link will be in the description down below, along with links to everybody's channels if you want to check anyone else out in this particular series. He's coming off the back of a 5-4 defeat to Footy Manager TV, so he's definitely going to want to be getting some payback for that, and obviously he can score goals as well. So we're going to have our wits about us defensively in this game. The league table is going to pop up on your screen right about now, so you can see that we currently have moved ourselves up into 3rd in the league with that win over Pepsi. We sit actually above both Conflict and Pepsi on goal difference alone. 2 points behind Dan in 2nd, and well, Full Metal Zoe is going from strength to strength so far. He beat us 1-0. He's also got clean sheet victories against 2 other opponents. Currently is undefeated and is yet to concede a goal in the opening 3 games of this particular series. So hopefully that will change today and we'll be able to get closer to him with a win over TOMLFCHEAVEN, and also whoever is playing Full Metal Zoe can at least get some points off him in today's episode as well. We had a change to make and we decided, thanks to the comments in the comment section down below of the last episode, that we will change Dwight Gale. And of the selections that you gave me, I'm actually going to pick Emenike. It's a little bit sweaty. We did give you the option of Shane Long, and there were quite a few really good suggestions like Shane Long, like Marco Sal and Emenike here for this striker slot. We were perhaps contemplating upgrading Jason Punchin, but I've gone with the change for Dwight Gale. And actually, to be fair, I think I'm probably going to play Dwight Gale at cam where Punchin is right now, and then have Emenike up top in that particular striker slot, because of course we're allowed a +5 upgrade thanks to the win we got over TOMLFCHEAVEN. All of the rules will be in the description of the video underneath here, so if you want to check them out then feel free to do so, so you know exactly how the series works. Because we're in the top 3 of the league table right now, that means we don't get the like-for-like change that we added in the last episode, the new rule to this series. Effectively, if you're in 4th or below in the table, if you missed the last episode, then each player is allowed to make a like-for-like change in in a singular position to replace that player with someone that also plays in that position and is the same rating. We changed 75 rated Scott Dan for 75 rated Fabian Schär in the last episode, but kind of to counteract the fact that we got the win in the last episode, that has moved us up into the top 3, which means we can't get the like-for-like change. But hopefully Emenike can have an impact on our game today against TOMLFCHEAVEN, and we'll head into the gameplay itself right about now. Are you ready? Stad Rene is TOMLFCHEAVEN's team. This is one that he chose at the beginning of the series, and as you can see from the stars, thanks to the upgrades that we've both been able to make thanks to our results so far in this series, we're now both 4-star rated teams. Of course, we started with 3.5 stars and had the upgrades available, or, you know, transfers to make it kind of career mode-esque, this particular online series. So both teams growing well. Both of us have had 1 victory so far in the competition. TOMLFCHEAVEN, unfortunately for him, has lost 2, whereas we've drawn 1 and lost 1 in the other 2 remaining fixtures. But bearing in mind that we have lost 1, that was away from home at Full Metal Zoe. We have actually played 3 home games now out of the 4 match days, and the first chance went our way there, as you can see, with a header that was quite tame actually and well saved by the goalkeeper. But we are unbeaten so far at Selhurst Park, and I do want to maintain that. We got off to a great start. Emenike 8 minutes into his debut for the club, and he shows great strength to hold off the defenders, a good turn and a tidy finish as well before a rather extravagant celebration to make it Crystal Palace 1, Stad Rene 0. We are 1-0 up at home, and the unbeaten record is at least starting to look like it's going to remain intact. Really nice turn and finish from Emenike there. We continue to be on top in the opening few stages. I was trying to utilise the pace that I've got out wide, obviously, with Balassi and Zaha. Obviously, they're good dribblers as well, so we can turn inside like that. No need for 5-star skill moves with Balassi. Just a little drop of the shoulder sends the defender the wrong way, and then a great finesse shot into the far top corner. 16 minutes in, it's 2-0 to Crystal Palace, and we are storming our way to a decent victory, or so we thought. 15 minutes in, you couldn't have asked for a better start. Really nice feat from Yannick Balassi there. But Tom grew in stature and grew in confidence as the game wore on. He is primarily a PlayStation 4 player, so I know he's trying to get used to the controller on Xbox. But as you can see, he was playing some really nice passing football. I was pretty annoyed that my defenders just ignored the ball there as it was played through, though I did try and read that pass, and you'll see the ball go through one defender there, and the second one just ignores it. But regardless, very good move from him, and they brought it back to 2-1. That was literally 2 minutes after we went 2-0 in front, and we were unlucky not to have gotten the interception there with Yannick Bolasie, but then he completely sells me with John McCoon there, and the defender dives in expecting the shot. It doesn't come, turns the ball inside, and a quite emphatic rifled shot into the top right-hand corner. Very much postage stamp stuff in that top right-hand corner between bar and post. So we went in at the break at 2-2. You can see it's a pretty even game. I had more possession and more shots on target, whilst he had actually created more shots all told, but to be fair, after I went 2-0 in front, I felt comfortable, and then he brought it back, and he got a little bit nervy at the start of the second half. As you can see, I had to rely on Julian Speroni to actually get that save away in the opening 2 minutes of the second half, otherwise we'd have found ourselves going behind. But Zaha was trying to do some work down the right-hand side. I felt like I was more fruitful attacking-wise by approaching the kind of making the pitch as wide as possible. But then I decided to come through the middle, and Emenike shows great strength to hold off the defenders there. Good turn and a finish to make it Crystal Palace 3, Stade Rennais 2. Emenike scored twice on his debut, but I will be honest here, despite the fact that he's clearly done a good job for us, I didn't enjoy playing with Emenike, which is strange because clearly he's doing the work and scored 2 good goals. But other than those 2 finishes, I don't know, I wasn't really too impressed with him. But if he's going to start or going to continue to just put the ball in the back of the net, then clearly that's good enough. But they really should have done better. Unfortunately, 4-2 would have really put the game to bed, I think, if we'd have scored 2 quick back-to-back goals. But unfortunately, we weren't quite able to. But you can see in the second half, I'd really nailed down my possession game. I was trying to keep the ball away from him whilst trying to work the pitch as wide as possible. You see there, Yannick Bolasie managed to work their defence all across to the left-hand side so that we were able to open up the space with a man free at the far side. Unfortunately, I wasn't quite able to take advantage of it, but as you can tell, the second half was a very strong half for us, and we definitely kept Tom out, unfortunately for him, and we did come away with a 3-2 victory. So 2 back-to-back wins for us, a 4-1 win over Pepsi FIFA on Matchday 3, and a Matchday 4 3-2 victory over TOMLFCHEAVEN, thanks to another strong performance in front of our home crowd here at Selhurst Park. So we get another +5 upgrade, and this is where you guys come in and you have to offer me your suggestions in the comment section down below. I'm not sure where I want to improve next. I'm thinking maybe a centre midfielder to replace either James MacArthur or Joe Ledley. I think that's where I'd like to improve next. Centre-backs, we look pretty strong. Mariappa actually is better than that 68 rating suggests, and although we could perhaps eventually improve him, but I think I'd like a centre mid perhaps. So we have a +5 upgrade, so we can go anywhere up to 78. If you want to replace Joe Ledley, it's up to 77. If you want to replace Joe MacArthur or James MacArthur, then it's a 78 rating we can go up to. So let me know your suggestions in the comment section down below. In the next match day, we are away from home against Odd Conflict, so I'm looking forward to that game against I think it's actually the first person we will have played in this series that lives in the UK. It's the first kind of home versus home game. We've played Chani, who's in Germany. We played Pepsi, who's in Australia. We played Full Metal Zoe, who's over in the States, and we've played TOMLFCHEAVEN, who's in Hungary. So my next game is going to be the first one to play against one of the other UK YouTubers in this series. But if you want to check out anyone else's channels to see how they got on in Matchday 4, then their links will be in the description down below, as they always tend to be. But drop this video a like if you enjoyed. Subscribe if you haven't already. Let me know your suggestions for that central midfield spot. And I will see you later on tonight with a Career Mode Road to Glory episode around about 8 PM.